And there we go, let's try that again, off of mute. Good evening folks, how are we all doing? It's the penultimate round of the Formula Racing League Masters of Le Mans Ultimate Season number 4. We've had Qatar, Silverstone, Interlagos, Monza, Sebring and Spa previously, and of course this evening is the game's namesake and where every endurance racer dreams to drive. It is Le Mans this evening. My name is once again John Wright, aka Double O Raven, and I'll be taking you through all of the action from tonight's 100-minute outing. Of course, Barcelona next week, looking good to get ourselves involved in. Please do excuse me, a little dose of the, they're saying never complain or explain, but yeah, a little dose of the shingles recently, so just getting over that and a little touch of the flu kicking in as well, so apologies for the voice and the pausing, but we'll crack on as the drivers will be in qualifying very shortly. We've got to look at the standings as they were in the Platinum GT3s. Is the all-conquering Zaranovic that finds himself atop the table with a monstrous 60-point lead. The Czechia in second has certainly showed title-winning potential. He's had multiple trips on the podium, all of them at the top 2 steps. Thomas Nopek, no stranger to a win or a podium in the series either, but no start, a no finish and a 9th has seen him drop 20 points behind Stecheki. Stegic up to 4th ahead of Gallo. Jack Evans, after last week's 4th, sees himself up to 6th ahead of Vermeulen and Den. 7th and 8th, Demarcus Kish 9th, and Simon Hatz rounding out the top 10. He's 4 points behind Kish and 4 points ahead of Derek Bruff with tonight and one more race to go. In the hypercars, it is, let me get this open, of course, Francesco Adamiu, another driver who's never strayed from the podium so far. A much less of a lead though at the top of the hypers. It's only 15 points between him and Suniev, who has got more than some race winning potential as well. Jason Davies in 3rd place. Gilles Aleman, with only one race under his belt, still finds himself in 4th position. We'll get a look at the AMs as well. Now there we go, Panjev leading the way in the GT3s. He is ahead by 4 points of Nigel Longdon. The drop round's kicking in. I think he's got another one to come in as well. Oh yeah, no, the drop round kicked in, so that 10th place could hurt him even with Panjev having that 9th. Carl Van Hoorn not too far behind, only 5 points back. He's 6 points ahead of Stu Rogers, who's got a decent gap ahead of Steve Moulton, so it's all to play for in the top 4. Moulton in 5th ahead of Mark Stewart and Phil Birkinshaw in 7th. Vincent Baguette in 8th with Dave Kelleher and Alan Palmer rounding out the ARM GT3 top 10. And in the hypercars, Jeremy Neff leading the way ahead of Fabian Karner and Sanka Richards. Richards and Karner only separated by 6 points, so the final 2 races very important to the top 3, especially when Konstantin Buzos, who had a good result last week, is only 6 points further back on Richards. Fonzo showed some good pace early in the races, hasn't brought home a podium as yet. He's in 5th, Beams in 6th, Chunky but Funky in 7th place. Turner, Curtin, Tenerio and Viola, their points not showing at the moment, but I'm sure they will be added. As I say, the drivers will be out in quali very shortly. The 100-minute race, we'll see what the weather's got for us as well. Let me just get everything up on screen. Yeah, there we go, and the hypercars are indeed out. And this should be coming through nice and clear. Excellent. Let's here we go. That is Sanka Richards that we're on board with. Well, let's see. There is Soniev. We've got a few cars still in the pits. We've seen a couple of drivers in the past come out late in the session. 10 minutes each for the classes. The hypercars out on track first. Oh, and in fact, no, sorry, everyone's out. Oh, no, they are, yeah. Oh, everyone is out together. My apologies. That is a straight up 20-minute shootout. Nice. Of course, with the pace difference, in fact, that's what we're missing. Excellent. Yes, there we go. They're all out together. 8.4 miles long, 13.6 kilometres. Built back in 1920, same time that Spa was put together. It's safe to say this is a track that stood the test of time somewhat. Yeah, it's amazing how much the shape has changed down at the far end. But there's going to be a fair bit of tyres going on and a fair bit of slipstreaming along the back straight. Oh, Gilles Alleman is... Sorry, I've got confused there. I don't think he was in a GT3 for a second, sorry. No, he is just in the pits at the moment. Quite a few of the hypercars are, actually. Oh. Yeah, I tell you what, let's see what a lap looks like on board as it's a mixed session. We'll do one in the GT3 and then one in one of the hypercar. Do one in the GT3 after. We've done one of the hypercars. Into chicane number 1. Nice and early on that accelerator. And in the second section of the back stretch. He's going to be the first driver actually to get a set time, so it's fortuitous we've jumped on board when we have on the radar. It does say there's another car quite close to him. Unless I am missing something. We'll maybe change that to driver number, but we'll crack on because he is firing into the second chicane now. Ooh, really using that corner exit as much as possible. Slightly later on the accelerator. Time to saddle up into Indy. There we go. He's got green on sector 1. This is the fun one for all the wrong reasons. Oh, very nicely done on the brakes. Yeah, it still blows my mind how quickly those cars can brake. Takes himself a purple sector 2. We'll see if it stays purple. Someone behind him has gone quicker in sector number 1. That's probably one of his championship rivals, I would guesstimate. Although some of them do like to throw their laps in at the end when the track's a bit more rubbered down. Porsche curve. From what I was talking about in the last corner, apologies. So here we go, his finishes lap 3:25.1. Where is LMU? Championship leader. He is not far behind. And he has purpled Sector 1 and Sector 2. Yeah, so Adam Ute goes quicker. Very good time from him, 3:24.793. Soniev 4/10 behind, so not much. Jack Evans is going to cross the line, but it's going to be Longdon. Oh, that's Longdon that we've jumped on, in fact. He did take a purple in sector number 2, but it's Stachecki who's purpled the other two. He's straight back in the pits in the Porsche in first place. Provisional pole for him. Kiko Gallo crosses the line. Let's get a bit closer to the cars. He does a 4:01.7, so a bit of time for him to make up. Where is Evans? Oh, okay, sorry, I've got Evans' position on the track. Massively incorrect there in the BMW. We've got more cars. There's Panjev leading the way in the Pro-Ams. He crosses the line in his BMW to give himself third place overall. Although Zoranovic not having any of this Pro-Am talk up in the front rows of the grid. It would appear he's straight back into the garage. As Stachecki has come straight back out again. Yeah, apologies. As I say, I am a wee touch under the weather and was potentially a bit brave trying to crack on with tonight. So we'll see how we go for the rest of qualifying. And we'll maybe do a record. We'll come up with. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. Yeah, other things are racing as well, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, let's face it, we all love racing. We all love racing. So yeah, to welcome into Formula Racing League, please don't let my current state deter you in any way from what the gang get up to. A phenomenal organisation, lots of racing going on. Get yourself signed up. Just a quick insight as well into the tyres. A bit of a difference up at the front of the field in the hypercars. Sonny running on the mediums, the rest of the field on the softs. Got quite a few cars that still haven't set a lap up there either. It's all on the mediums. For the GT3 car, still being led by Stachecki, Nigel Longdon in second place, Zaranovic in third, and Panjev in the BMW at fourth place. Just ahead of Stegging, making good progress in qualifying so far. Hatz is in the pits without a time. Derek Bruff in the Lamborghini. Looking to bring home a time. He's just at the end of the lap. Warning alarm in the pit lane. Takes him up to 18th. Oh, sorry, keeps him in 18th place. Was that a timed lap? It was not, sorry, that one didn't count. He's got Ian Thompson, fellow Lambo driver, ahead of him. Adam Sharp's out as well. There's Rudy Bermula, let's see. Just been overtaken in the championship. Matt Stewart and Baguette. apologies for the break in commentary there. We'll bring you as much as we can. It is LMU who's still leading the way though. 10 seconds left to go in quali, so the flag will drop and the drivers will get their last times in. It is LMU from Sunny Eve. Afonso leading the way in the Pro-Ams. He's in the pits ahead of Davies and Richards, Tenor, Rio. In the Aston, ahead of Carner. Buzas in 8th, Viola in 9th, Simon Turner rounding out the top 10. Jeremy Neff as well, leading the way in the Pro-Ams. He'll be looking for a good time and is indeed. Green through sector 1. Don't run deep there. He's kept it on. Zoranovic from Stacheki. Although Stacheki's just purpled 1 and 2 and he's coming into the final few corners. Here is the checkered flag and the checkered line on the ground, and it is pole position. It is pole position for Stacheki with a very good time indeed, 3:57.992. So the only driver in the 57, Zoranovic with a 58, Longden with a 59, and Panjev with a 4 minute. Longden down on his lap time. Oh, and Adamu has purple sector 1. Suniev is down. So Suniev is down on his time. Afonso's in the pits. And he's down in sector 2 as well. Let's see what Adamu can do. So he's gone green. Okay, so someone else still holds the quickest sector 2. He's taking it. See what he's got across the line. Goes quicker again. With a 3:23.719, and Suniev is in the pit. So is Afonso. So the hypercars are all in. In fact, most of the GT3s are as well. Stu Rogers, who's still out on track, he's just coming to the finish line though. An almost identical time with Van Hoorn ahead of him, and he does go quicker, much quicker, almost. It's quick, only 5 thousandths behind Panjev there. That's quite the times. 3 of them on a 4:09. That's incredible around a track that length. Good evening. Good evening, good evening. How are we doing? Surprise, surprise. Yeah. Van Hoorn. Apologies in advance, got myself a wee touch of the flu while recovering from the shingles. So maybe a wee touch ropey. I know, you should never complain or explain, but I don't like being fully on, not like being fully on the ball. Anyway, crack on. We've got, yeah, so the qualifying results are in. That is Adamu, Suniev and Afonso taking the top spots. Afonso leading the way for the Pro-Ams. A bit of a difference in the tyre usage there. I'm sure, was it Suniev or Adamu that was on the mediums? there was at least one driver on the mediums. At the minute, there is a variety for the hypercars. Yeah, a couple of them changing over to the mediums. So yeah, we've got a few soft runners dotted in there as we're making our way onto the grid. I'll keep you up to date on that one. There is Smiley in the chat as well. Last race be Paul Ricard now. Neither mentioned in the poster. Okay, so it's Paul Ricard for the final round. Oh, so here we go. It's the penultimate round. It's Le Mans. It's going to be close, as we saw some of the time. Oh yeah, there we go. Quick look at it. Oh, now okay. So it's Buzas is the only driver out on softs. We've got 3 drivers still in their pit boxes. Okay, we've got this to check. Anyone in the chat know why that is? Am I missing something? Is there a bonus to be gained for that, or is there a punishment to be avoided? Oh, goodness me. There we go. There we go. Sorry, yes, there is a bit of a delay between the chat and the video when things happen. So yeah, there will be a bit of a delay between me reading things occasionally. But yeah, car starting in the pits. Plenty out in GT3s. Just coming into the final chicane now. Yeah, all of the we did see a GT hypercar start from the pits last week. It does look like the ones that are in there are not going to be starting at all. So it's going to be Admiral leading the way. There's the green flag. So a lot of movement there on row number 4 as the GT3s come rolling through. And the final chicane, there could be big positional changes up in the front 2 rows here. As we can see, them going 3 wide up the hill and almost 3 wide in the back. And Ferrari's got the legs up the hill. Who's going to get it done on the brakes? Oh, there's a big cutback and it's a run deep. And he's thrown himself massively off track. He's going to have to give that position back, you would think. It's Sunny into 151. LMU, let's get the tyres off. LMU is still up at the front then with Sunny in second. Davies up to third. He got the run along with Neff. He caught Bonson napping. What a camera angle that is. Buzas Turner following suit. In the GT3s, it is absolutely as you were. So Checky being chased down by Saranovic and Longman and Shepard. Okay, we are back again. Again, apologies for the interruptions in the commentary. Got a little chesty flu going on at the moment. I'm not sure what kind of rubber banding magic that was there, but Sonny Ev's down in third. With Jeremy Neff now leading the way in the hypercars. The Czechie is still ahead of Zoranovic and Nigel Longden, Panjev, Rogers, Gallo and Birkinshaw, all exactly where they started. The top 7. Keeping it as close as you like, just behind them. Keeping it even closer with Sharp and Van Hoorn. There he is there. Just in the middle of this little pack, he's got Rudy Vermeulen. Also in a battle behind him as Rogers looks for a move. Jack Evans, sorry, looks for a move up the inside, puts the two of them on the gravel. Here comes the McLaren, surely taking that inside line. Yes, I'm glad that wasn't just me. I thought my medication really was that strong. But no, Sonny F did. Rubber band, sorry, I've lost my words on that. I'm not exactly sure how to describe it. Teleporting, essentially. I'm not sure if any. I'm a big Star Trek fan, but even I can't explain that one. Kelleher under pressure from Derek Bruff. He's made up a few places, and I'll tell you what, Jeremy Neff is not here to play games. He is setting a fastest lap. He's rocketed up through the field since the start. In fact, Sonny have teleported behind him just to let him through. That's the most respect he's got for Neff's pace there. Adamu keeping pace with him at the moment. You've got to wonder quite for how long. I'm sure we do that, then that. Yeah, there we go. We'll see just how close he gets. I mean, 2/10 of a second with Sonny have only 6/10 back, so we're going to have to be very, very careful. This is all about the slipstream along here then, into the first chicane, although Neff, what an exit he's got. That Porsche is absolutely hoofing it along the back straight. Adamu, did Adamu take the fastest lap? I thought it was, oh no, it is Adamu. He went quicker on that lap straight after him, so yeah, Neff set it, and then Adamu beat it. There's the Czechie setting purple lap. He's still got Zoranovic within 6/10 of a second. Gallo half a second down on Stu Rogers. And a good little battle pack there, still up with Carl Van Hoorn. In fact, let's jump on there and see. We'll get some rear view mirrors involved. It's really sad that you don't get the rear view mirrors in the passenger seat. It's very strange. I don't understand. If there is anything I'm missing, if anyone knows the game, I can't seem to find anything to fix that. If anyone does know how, oh, please let me go. hello, yes, I am here, apologies, I just, yeah, catching my breath, a bit of a cough, it's, yeah. If I maybe slowed down a bit and took it easy, it would maybe help. But yeah, and it's so annoying, there's been so much racing going on between the cars so far, that three-way battle up at the top. I've managed to catch that with you close. There we go. But let's see, here it comes, this tickle in the throat again, goodness me. yeah, sorry folks, what we're going to do, we're going to end this here. I will record it, we will put some comms on it, and then we'll get it out to you hopefully before the end of the season. But thanks to everybody that's tuned in.